I love y'all show, man.
Word.
That's what's up, man.
We appreciate that, man.
We've been trying to make this happen.
It's a lot of rap statistics on this show. y'all be listening.
Yo, welcome to Beers and Bars,
your place for rapid fire hip hop discussion and of course great beer.
I am Kamal Kiddo.
OT the Golden Child. Thank y'all for checking out the last episode. Big shout out to E Money who came through, you know what I'm saying, from Richmond, Virginia. Make sure you follow him, Uncap Everything. Also follow, you know what I'm saying, the Capsule brand. We are Capsule Collective Podcast. Check them out, you know what I'm saying. Big shout out to them.
We got a guest before we go any further.
Let's let him introduce himself, my boy.
Checking in, Westside of Chicago, the luxury group president, Gittaa Thomas. What's happening?
Hold on. He didn't even say I'm a rapper. He said I'm the president of the
Right.
Come on, man.
We had so
hey, man.
Yeah, how y'all looking?
That's what's up.
Man, positive vibes. How you living quarantine style, man?
It's been going. It get a little long, man. You know, I'm waiting for the new trial date. See what we go.
Exactly, right?
Right, got to restart the game. You know what I'm saying?
I see if we gonna get early dismissal or something. It's
man, bro,
rough out here, man.
But I've been healthy though, so
that's what's up. That's what's up. That's most important, man.
Let's talk about what we're talking about. We're gonna talk about Gittaa Thomas's new project today. When did you drop this project?
Demons dropped last Sunday, actually.
Oh, word. Okay, so Demons. Dang, you dropped Demons on a Sunday. Woo!
Easter Sunday.
Woo! So we're gonna talk about the new project, Demons, on all streaming platforms.
All of them. Link in my bio on the IG. I got the link if you need it. We can get you together.
True. Oh, for sure.
We also gonna be talking about
Gonna do DaBaby. Blame it on Baby.
DaBaby, Blame It on Baby, his new album.
Westside Gunn.
Yes.
And Westside Gunn, Pray for Paris. Westside Gunn.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Let's do it.
What's everybody drinking on? What y'all drinking on? What's going on, man?
My bro got tequila.
I got a little tequila.
True that.
Keep it
a real Westside player right now. I see you. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, what you got over there, man?
I done got off the dark, man.
I feel you.
Too much sugar, you know.
That's a fact.
I got Abita Brewing Purple Haze.
All right.
Raspberry Lager. This is 4.2% alcohol volume. Abita is in Abita Springs, Louisiana. What else can I say about this joint? Clouds of real raspberries.
Okay.
Swirl in this tart and tantalizing lager brewed with Pilsner and wheat malts, along with Vanguard hops. Let the scent of berries and this hazy purple brew take your taste buds on a harmonious journey inspired by the good vibes and free spirit of New Orleans.
Okay.
Oh, we down in New Orleans. All right, that's what's up. Have you had it yet? Do you know what it tastes like already?
I've never had it before.
Okay.
Hey,
you give it a swig and let us know.
It's rich. It's
not, is it true to the what they say in the blueberry?
It's light. It's light raspberry though. It's not extra tart though. It's not real. Wow. It's not real. Wow. It's crazy.
Now, where did you get that from?
I got this from Benny's. Matter of fact.
Okay. You know.
Yeah. On the Instacart vibe. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We got the little Instacart. You know what I'm saying? We put our joints in the Instacart. Somebody you go pick it up and bring it back. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's what's up.
Oh yeah.
I'm keeping it local today. I got Maplewood Brewing Company's Endless Color. This is a hoppy wheat ale. I went to Benny's with my mask on. I didn't do the Instacart thing, but you know what I'm saying? It's a hoppy wheat ale. It's pretty light, pretty refreshing. I actually had one of these yesterday, you know what I'm saying? So
true that.
Pretty good, man. Light, refreshing. You know what I'm saying? Kind of fruity. But I'm digging that joint, man. I never had a hoppy wheat ale until yesterday, so I'm glad it's my first time or second time today trying it. So cheers, fellas. Let's do a round.
Cheers. Before we get going, let me just say happy 420 to everybody that may indulge. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man, it's gonna be crazy.
When this comes out, it will be 420. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, I didn't know if this is 420 friendly.
Oh, you good, man. Hey, man.
Hey, man, look, man. I'm not drunk. I'm just slightly tired because I was actually up making weed butter for the very first time last night. So.
Hey, I heard that's not, you can make a lot of edibles off of that concoction. And I just found this out.
Yeah, so I'm trying to take it, you know, with the coronavirus situation, I'm trying to take it easy on smoke it, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna see what I can do. So I'm very tired because I was up. It's a long process. So I was up last night. You know what I'm saying?
Look at you, man.
You know what I'm saying? But Gittaa Thomas, man, what's going on, man?
Hey, man.
So let's see. I don't even know what project I first heard about years ago.
Man, it was 2013 probably. I forget the name of it's Luxury Concepts.
Oh yeah.
It was probably that sounded about right. Yeah, Luxury Concepts.
Yeah. That went well, man. You know, my computer crashed and I lost that whole project, man. I still got the MP3s, my final like mixes and masters, but man, it hurt my soul. Because I'm so much more advanced mixing now. I could have just remastered it and put it back out.
Yeah.
Good project though. Nice start.
Yeah.
So what number project is this for you?
Demons mixtape is, if I'm not mistaken, are we talking about that I have like streaming professionally or just period?
I would say streaming professionally.
I'm gonna say streaming professionally, yeah.
This is 6.
True.
I got one coming up that I'll tell you about towards the end. It's right around the corner.
That's what's up. So
I'll definitely let you know.
So in listening to this project, Demons is mentioned on almost every song. You know what I'm saying? Why the theme Demons? Why drop it on Easter Sunday? Is there a reason for that, or just in general, why Demons?
The Demons came from an actual like feel. So I don't do any writing. Everything is kind of like a feel or like a thought out process, if the beat plan, etc. So what happened was I have 2 projects that was, planned to come out that is called Consistency and Discipline. And so those were prepared and ready to launch, and then all of this crazy stuff started happening. But like right before I finished Discipline, I finished the last track. And I think it was the day, like right after that, I was just like randomly, like, man, I should make a project called Demons. It's like, man, I should just do a mixtape real quick. It's literally like before everything started happening. And in 14 days, I did, I think 14 tracks. And I picked 9. Mm-hmm. And so I didn't, in Demons, I addressed a lot of feels of like battling demons. And then I did a lot of rapping too. I got to, because it was a mixtape. So I was able to kind of show off a little bit. Kind of, be aggressive bar-wise.
Oh, you rapping?
Yeah. I was trying to, because consistency and discipline are solid.
Right.
They're like a solid project. So Demons honestly was just a feel. I just was like, I should make a mixtape. And I had no idea we was going to be shut down and all of that. I think the talks of coronavirus had started, but I had no idea everything was going to go down like it did. And it just so happened, I just probably towards the end of that first week lockdown, I about finished, I think. Then I just started I mixed it for like a couple days, and then I sent it off, and it just took some while to process. And then Easter Sunday was really the first available day. And ironically enough, I wanted it to come out Friday, but ironically enough, it came out on Easter Sunday, and God don't make mistakes. So
there you go.
That's how that happened, really. There was no strategic planning or
right.
Recorded for 14 days. I was on fire, and then I came out with Demons, and I sent it off. And they was like, oh, well, it's not ready yet. And then Sunday it was out, and I was ready promo-wise.
Right.
Yeah, true that.
And you know.
So yeah, some of the key tracks that I like personally are I like Demon's Playground. I feel like somebody you was getting at someone directly on You Could Never. You know what I'm saying?
That's fire.
Yeah, that's the one I'm like, oh, all right. Oh.
Nigga,
okay.
You Could Never.
Right. Somebody upset him. You know what I'm saying?
It just, man. Sometimes you just got to get some order to situations.
True.
But Demon's Playground, that's probably one of my top ones. I feel like in anything I've ever created. I really went there like so many different stages. The beat broke down, and I rapped 4 minutes straight.
Yeah.
4 minutes straight, if I'm not mistaken. I love that.
Yeah. See, I'm trying to think of some of my best bars actually are in a love story, man. I actually like that joint, G.
Hey.
2020 song cry.
Yeah, I'm gonna get there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get there. To me, that's the most. So I wanted to talk about, those two. I think Trippin', and then the one y'all talking about right now. Like, you vulnerable. Like, I like the vulnerability. Like, you keeping it. Like, a lot of times, as rappers and whatnot, we got our player choice and whatnot. But you went there on the vulnerability aspect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like keeping it 100. You know what I'm saying?
Mixtape, just all feels though. Whatever the feel was, and I had those times. I think, it's so many different demons that you got going on within you. I feel like it's a constant battle. So I just released all of them.
Yeah.
So who's singing on Protected?
Mike T,
baby, what's going on?
Right up, my boy. He's actually a part of the True Group.
Okay. So he's singing on Protected and he's on Trippin'.
Yeah.
Is that how that work? Okay.
The interlude was to highlight, T, and it panned out. They flowed together well.
No, I think it's important. Sure. Right where it's at in the album, Protected, is you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You got these themes of demons and you know what I'm saying? I feel like on the album, you talk, like Kamal said, you're talking about demons, whether it be spirituality or just people in general, like pulling at you negatively, you know what I'm saying? Like
many different angles. That's what, and I really don't get a chance to, as I'm recording, I really don't get a chance to listen to it. Mm-hmm. Because I'm in the process of making it, and then I'm in a process of engineering it. So I'm just going from different stages. So I really don't get a chance to enjoy it until it comes out. And
right.
I was really shocked at Trippin'. That came out really well.
That joint hard, G. I ain't gonna lie. That joint is tough.
I really do. That's a solid joint. Like,
yeah. So who's producing on this project, man?
So I have me, Gittaa. You got a couple of Gittaa. So I'm really getting into production. OT. I see
the look like an NPC over there, some control over there, man.
Over there,
Yeah. Little pad action going on. You know what I'm saying?
OT. Coming for it. But myself. But I've done at least. Nate Carter actually produced Treat 'Em. I think that's the biggest radio record that I.
That's my joint.
I think that.
I meant to mention Treat 'Em too. Yeah.
Demons on my back. I know just how to treat them.
I want to make some noise with that, so we have some things in the works. With that, because I think that's a good joint. Shouts out to Nate Carter for sure. And AJ, INS Productions, of course.
Kingdom Come, right?
Huh?
Kingdom Come, right?
Kingdom Come. And that's
I know AJ when I hear him, so.
He got that real royal
sound,
he got that album sound.
Who produced Have Nots?
Oh, me.
Hey.
Shit. Thank you.
Real recognize real. I've used that sample once before, but I ain't put it out on nothing. You know what I'm saying? But
That joint is fire.
That same sample though.
Yeah, that sample crazy.
Yeah, that's a hard sample. That's a hard sample.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's one of my favorites as well. Have Nots. Yeah, man, I like the balance on this album. I feel like before we started recording, before Kamal pressed record, you was talking about like being in the moment right now where you feel like, I don't know, like you got it, you just putting it all together. Yeah. And me listening to you over the years, I feel like, you know, you have your luxury raps, but at the same time you have your, you know what I'm saying, your vulnerable, honest moments. On this joint, to me, it's like a good balance of both. You know what I'm saying? You got your luxury talk like you usually do, but it's also these vulnerable moments. So I appreciate that on the album a lot.
I appreciate that too. Just I have gotten a lot of "this is your best work" like today, and I did that in 14 days. So that's awesome to know. Currently, this is where I'm at. But I got some things coming. But I'm appreciative of the process. Yeah. It was in a real stressful time when all of this started. I was stressed. I'm like, man, I don't want to get sick. People dying left and right, and it just panned out for me. It kept me busy too, so I was able to really get it going.
Yeah. As an artist, and as a head of a label, right? Mm-hmm. How do you foresee, or how do you plan to proceed with putting out music during this time? Are you gonna just keep putting out music? Has anything changed? How do you see yourself going forward out of this? It's uncertain what's gonna happen right now in this time. You know what I'm saying?
The biggest plus that I've always had, if you had like a superpower as a rapper, the one thing that I've always had that I've never abused is I can make music really fast. So I'm thinking the one thing that's probably going to benefit me is the ability to release more. So I'm going to just kind of wait it out as far as with the two kind of EPs, Consistency and Discipline, at least summerish, just to kind of see what happens. But in between that time, I got some moves up my sleeve that I'm just gonna release. I'm gonna just keep it coming. I haven't had too much time to really just release all of this music that I have. So that's what I'm going for. But as far as shows and stuff, I'm really kind of not sure. I was getting ready to do Gittaa Thomas Unplugged, and that kind of threw me off a little bit. You know, as far as what I was planning to do. So I don't know really with that. And I'm actually a little concerned about that, truthfully, because I don't see no time soon where a lot of people will be together.
Yeah. Right.
So but I'll figure it out. I usually do.
Right. Last thing I want to say is, hey man, do your thing. I in hip hop, one thing that is valued among a lot of artists, in my opinion, is their voice. You know what I'm saying? And you definitely have a distinct voice. Yes. You know what I'm saying? There's certain voices in rap that's look, that's definitely who that person is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you got a voice, G.
It's coming along. It's getting there, man. I really this next 5 years is gonna be ugh. Okay.
Yeah, man. For sure.
I appreciate that, bro. For real.
Yeah, man. Don't tell us about the new project, but this project, Demons, where can we find it? All streaming platforms, right? iTunes. Well, I'm listening to it on iTunes.
Yeah, all streaming platforms. It's the link is in my bio, and then Facebook and everywhere. It's Gittaa Thomas, GITTA_Thomas, on every platform that's available. Snapchat, anything, it's all the same. And then if I could shout out one thing, I do want to shout out Sound Minded. I have a project coming up with them. These great producers, engineer. They have a project coming up called 3P Spicy. and it's I'm not gonna say the details of the track numbers or whatever the case may be, but I'm the rapper on it, and I'm the first like launch to everything that they doing, and that's coming out early May. So I want to shout them out. We got a nice surprise coming, and these guys are extremely talented B-wise. So they got about 6 tracks on consistency and discipline. So I look forward to them making their moves and me just supporting them and being a part of that. So early May, which is a couple weeks, we right back at it.
Yeah. So let me ask you, man. Before we move on, what made you want to create your own label, or how do you move through with that, as opposed to trying to just put out tapes or try to get on a label, whether it be independent, major, whatever? What made you say, I'm gonna go ahead and do my own thing and start to garner artists like Mike T and stuff like that?
I just always have thought that independence is the way. You can have the best job and make the best income, but if your time really isn't yours, it makes it a lot harder to enjoy life. And I come from a family where I've watched them do that. So I was able to kind of learn from exactly what I saw with my family's plumbing company and just kind of apply it to my own situation. So I've never really had no interest in being signed or anything along those lines. I got streams of income. That's really what I was aiming for. So once that started, I'm like, all right, let's just kind of keep adding to it. And so every year I just try to grow anything that I got going. And what we're really focusing on this year is music. So I just have always wanted to be in control. I don't want nobody to really tell me how to do anything that I'm really aiming for. I just feel like we should probably put our own thought process into how we gonna maneuver it. And it's been panning out, So far so good. Expansion might become tricky, but I think that with the right marketing and the right move, we should be able to grow. We're gonna keep the control. And we can drop when we want to.
True.
There you go.
I know no restrictions,
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. I appreciate you, man.
Appreciate y'all.
Gittaa Thomas, everybody. Demons.
Right.
Demons out now.
Appreciate y'all. Demons. Solid mixtape, man.
Facts, man.
That out.
I think we should go to Westside Gunn after Demons, man.
Westside.
I ain't mad at that. You know what I'm saying? For sure. I got a lot more to say about Westside than I do DaBaby. But
I think we all do. So that's why I said let's yeah.
You want to
come
start?
On. Let's go to Gittaa. I mean, he's a guest. So what do you think? What do you think about this project? Pray for Paris, Westside Gunn. What do you think about it?
Right down on my screen, man. So I mean, Westside Gunn is probably my favorite rapper out right now.
Wow.
Easily. Westside is in his own lane.
That's a fact.
Everything, like his voice, like his style, everything. So that pans out and it sticks out.
Yeah.
I thought the top of the project was like, it's starting off a little slow for me. But man, about 6 down, it's over with.
Facts, yeah.
He came with it. I was questioning, like, was it like as clutch as like Hitler was Hermes? But yeah. I think he might have got it. So Freddie Gibbs on that, man.
Hey, look, I'm gonna keep my part short. I think, and I've been checking out the Gazelle crew for about 2 years now. I think about 4 years now, because I first got put on to them to one of Conway's projects. I think in like 2016. So I've heard a good amount of their work. Right now, this is one of I made a post on Facebook saying this is my favorite, but let me scale back some. This is one of my favorites that have come out of that camp.
Yeah,
it's
for sure.
He got a lot of character. His flow is his own. I think the project is cohesive. Every feature on this joint is nice. Yeah. Freddie Gibbs is rapping like Gittaa said. Yeah. I like Wale verse. I like Joey Badass got off on this joint. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Tyler the Creator got off on this joint.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
So I mean, it just from top to bottom, to me, it's a very good project. It's cohesive. It sounds good. And to me, Westside be sometimes like he remind me of Ghost. Like he pulled from a lot of different areas.
Yeah.
Like they have a 16-bar verse about a million things.
Yeah.
But his flow now in this joint is like linear as to where he like his verses are like talking about like one thing versus him pulling from like a million different areas. So I mean, I like this joint a lot, man. I ain't gonna front, man. I'm rocking. That's all I got. That's all I got.
Jay Versace made a beat on there.
Word?
Yes, that Versace joint. Jay Versace.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
I had no idea he even made beats.
Right, me either. And the beat dope too.
Right.
The beat is hard, G.
Like he cut like that.
He was hard. You know what I'm saying? And people want to call him a joke. You know what I'm saying? He be making jokes, ha ha ha, but he came with it.
I said, don't put him in a box. I'm like, you made that?
Right.
But for me, man, I totally fanned out on this joint. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, it's, you know, first of all, the cover is Virgil Abloh. You know what I'm saying? And already that aligns his whole fashion. You know, he be heavy in popping tags. You know what I'm saying? He's heavy in that.
Absolutely.
So already, that's already a type of rap, that luxury rap context that he's in. But he's really coming with it with the features of all of these very good lyricists that aren't like super A-list, but are respected in the game. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Joey, Tyler, Freddie, Rock Marciano. Who else on this joint, man? Of course, Benny and Conway are gonna come with it.
He always got somebody I don't know though too. Always.
True.
Somebody
James.
used to. I'm like, man, who's this?
I like the skits. I like that mix of the skits and these beats that sometimes there are very few drums on this album. It's mostly just loops.
It's all loops. Even what's the name was loops. The last joint.
Yeah.
It was a loop, right?
They just going all soulful. That's dope.
That's
you gotta
nasty.
be able to spit to do that.
Exactly.
Yeah. And
he was rapping on this joint, G.
Yeah.
And this is the last thing. So I did a deep dive after this came out. I listened to it at least like 3 times since Friday. Yeah. And it's like, you know what? I'm really rocking with this joint. And I saw an article that he did for GQ with Virgil. And he was saying that Kanye flew him out to Wyoming. And he got sick with Corona. And he had this whole plan to like roll out everything in Paris because he went to Paris for like Virgil's show and all this other stuff. And he planned on going to Paris. Yeah. But after he got sick, he had to chill for a minute. He overcame that joint. But he had to figure out, like, he was going to do everything in Paris. But after all of this happened, he had to scale back. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, dang. But with the Kanye joint, he said Kanye made him a custom jacket or something like that. And that his new album, he like working on new tracks on his new album, right? On Kanye's new album. And that like his whole album is like based off of Griselda, what Griselda been doing, G. I said, really? Interesting. You know, it's all Griselda. Griselda's mostly just loops. Just hard banging loops a lot of times.
Wow.
I'm very interested.
That shit is not hard to do. That's like a specialty of mine. Loops. That's them have-nots, all of them, man.
It's you gotta have that ear to catch that right perfect loop though. You know what I'm saying?
What's so funny about that though? People be saying that's not really like, some people say that's not really production though. I think that's an art though.
That's an art, G. That's
an
art.
That's an art. I think that counts.
Yeah. Like this project is art to me. You know what I'm saying? This project itself I like the mix of the elements on this album, G. I like the mix. And the last track got a tap dancer on it, G.
That's what I'm saying. That's crazy.
I'm like, this man is futuristic. He got a tap dance on it.
Right. Yeah,
Hey,
man.
Westside Gunn, he clowned on that.
Yeah, he did.
Clowned on that.
Westside Gunn, pray for Paris, man.
All right.
Like that.
Blame it on Baby.
Let's do it real quick.
DaBaby, North Carolina. His second official album, correct?
I believe so. Yes.
Second official album, his sophomore album. Blame It On Baby. I don't know if it's his second official. I might be wrong.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, but I'm with you though.
I don't know if Kirk was his first official album.
Kirk was the first official album, I believe.
That, yeah.
Okay.
Kirk was the first one.
We had like some.
Okay.
Had projects before that, as far
He
as
did,
like,
but
He got some projects before that, yeah. But I don't know if they official albums or not. You know what I'm saying? They might be mixtapes. But
he do what he do.
He do what he do. He do what he do.
You know what I'm saying? I mean
and he's good at what he does.
As usual.
Yeah.
Got some catchy joints as usual. You know.
He's a good. Yeah, man. He to me, he's a good feature artist. You know what I'm saying? He can carry an album, but it kind of all sound the same.
It sounds the same.
Man.
That be the difficulty for me.
Yeah.
It's not that he can't spit, because he be saying some witty.
he can rap. Yeah, he can rap. He witty
all the time, but
He's a good artist. Yeah.
it's just so like it's hard for me to stay in that monotone. That's all. That otherwise, but he doing this thing though.
Yeah.
Gotta get credit when credit due.
He did. He tried on this album. I think he tried to switch it up a couple times. You know what I'm saying? I did like Find My Way and Talk About. He did some more melodic stuff on this album, I think, but he has a formula and it's working. And that's what he's kind of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He kind of stand with that joint. But if I need a bop and I want to throw something on, nothing to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's what it is, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't think he's aiming to be lyricist of the year. I think he's doing his thing.
You know, I gotta say, you know, just listening to it, I was excited to hear Quavo. I like Quavo verse. Future's verse was kind of like, dang, he kind of fell from grace a little bit to me. Like I was like, Future.
Shit, yeah.
But I'm like, this Future verse kind of just it's just all right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It ain't Future. But
I don't know if I feel like it was rushed. You think? I don't know. It's cool though. It's kind of like
possibly. I mean, he got a medical mask on the album, so obviously he's playing off the current situation. Right. So I mean, I don't know.
I mean,
but, I'm gonna be honest. I gotta give DaBaby some real respect. I can't really process that fast when Westside Gunn is out. I gotta kind of I need a little more time.
Yeah,
kind of get through it.
Fair enough.
I need a little more time to really get through it, but not bad so far. You know, I mean, just repetitive sound. That's all.
True that. I don't know, DaBaby, man.
Yeah. Gittaa Thomas, we appreciate you for being on.
Appreciate y'all for having me, man.
Beers and Bars, we've done it once again. Come on, you got anything else?
You know, shouts out to Beers and Bars. I mean, y'all been holding it down. I really appreciate what y'all doing for the culture, man. I say just keep going, man. I just wanted to shout y'all out because I watch a lot and I have been really wanting to be on here. And I was like, I'm on here. And it just so happens to be best time for my career, I feel like right now. So I appreciate y'all having me for real, man.
Beers and Bars, man. Cheers.
I'm done.
Cheers, man. I'm down to the bottom myself.
Word up. Peace.